Hello everyone, my name is Shannon Didier. Imagine for a moment a forest without the chirp of birds, a pond without the croak of frogs, a savanna without the trumpeting of elephants. Unfortunately, we seem to be headed in that direction, as our planet's soundtrack changes rapidly and beyond repair. As members of the human population, it is imperative that we understand our role and relationship with nature and one person's impact on the earth. Earth, as we know, is an incredibly complex and fragile network of interconnected systems that have developed slowly over the past 4.5 billion years. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest animals, all life on Earth has a common ancestor and everything is connected to everything. So how is it that our species has come to dominate this landscape in such a short period of time? Furthermore, what gives us the right to do so? In 3.5 billion years of life on Earth, everything has followed a natural course of evolution. However, our rapid success of species has begun to affect this natural order. With our population at 7 billion and climbing, here's a picture of overpopulation, you can see, we're playing a tremendous role in the natural disruption of Earth. My name is Shannon Didier, and I am a concerned human being for our Earth's well-being. And as we continue to grow and have a huge impact on Earth's systems, I think that it is imperative that we understand our relationship with Earth. Our relationship has historically been one of imbalance and overuse. Human issues are not new. The problem of deforestation, pollution, climate change, and even the extinction of animals has all been present for a while now. However, with today's advanced science and technology, people can do greater damages to Earth and do it more quickly. The impacts are further compounded. On the other hand, due to population growth, humans need more than ever to exploit Earth's natural resources in order to support ourselves. But most of all, these modifications are no longer a regional or state level. These are worldwide things happening. The whole world is polluting everything. At first, humans were incredibly in tune with nature and their surroundings. Nomadic hunter-gatherers would roam the lands and follow the ebb and flow of seasons. These tribes had a measurable impact on the environment, but their influence was relatively manageable due to their population size, unlike ours. But as you already know, with the advancements of technology and agriculture, humans began to find more efficient ways of sustaining themselves, putting down more rapid populations, which then in return made our population go out of control. Earth became something that we are no longer a part of and something that we are entitled to, or at least we have that feeling. The growth of industry has enabled humans to truly dominate landscape and disrupt natural systems that have been in place for billions of years. In a world where we are upholding materialistic standards, people are motivated to exploit Earth's natural resources so they can have the eye of success in society, which is materialistic things. Although every species plays a unique role in the biosphere and inherently has its own impact, not every species has the cognitive ability, like us, to understand their place within it. Humans are unique in that respect. We are capable of understanding our influence over nature, but we tend to ignore Earth's reaction to our presence. I am not arguing that we are purposely degrading Earth, but we know we are crippling the environment. We have the ability to do something about it, therefore we need to make change where change is necessary. Humans play a vital role in nature, just like everyone else. What separates us from nature, though, is our ability to understand it, like I said. This capacity of ours has been the cause of perceived division of nature and man. However, in order to achieve a sustainable future in which humans have a more natural relationship with nature, this is going to take obvious political, social repercussions, but our cognitive ability forces us to reevaluate our position within the Earth. There are a number of ways in which you can do so, as you see up here. Our relationship with nature will require an enormous effort to make a big change. Through a universal education curriculum, it is possible to encourage people everywhere to be a part of the larger picture. By teaching people about the environment, ecology, and evolution, we can provide them with the tools for change. Lewis Mumford, a scientist, imagined a social revolution brought upon by changes through educational reform. In order to bring about necessary change, it is impossible to motivate people by forming new ideas and opinions for the world, so we understand our place within it. A universal education program would go a long way in encouraging change in how we sustain our environment. Changing attitudes is the first step. There are also several smaller steps, which you can see up here, such as reducing, recycling, reusing, even volunteering for local cleanups in your community, choosing to shop wisely, buying less plastic products. Planting your own trees will help save energy, clean the air, and combat climate change. We can also petition to our local politicians to set up laws that prohibit pollution and show our country that we really care about our Earth's well-being. There are countless reasons why we must protect the environment. It is an important issue even when society is faced with economic crisis, wars, and unending social problems. It matters because Earth is our only home. It provides air, food, resources for medicines, clothing, wood, biofuels, and so much more. Another reason the environment is so important because it's just a natural source of beauty. I mean, look at all these beautiful pictures. Natural environments promote calmness and well-being, in part because they expose people to low levels of stress. These stressful experiences are in comparison with the trials most of us associate with stress, such as workplace drama, traffic jams, and so on. People enjoy nature for sports, recreation, and tourism. Being in nature or even viewing scenes of nature is said to have reduced anger, fear, stress, and increased feelings of pleasant. Exposure to nature not only makes you feel better emotionally, but it contributes to your physical well-being, reducing blood pressure, heart rate, muscle tension, and the production to stress hormones. In addition to nature, it helps us cope with pain because we are genetically programmed to find trees, plants, and water, and other elements. It distracts us from our pain and discomfort. This is nicely demonstrated in a now classic study of patients who underwent gallbladder surgery. Half of the patients were in a room facing a wall, and the other half of the patients were in a room facing trees and nature. The physician who conducted this study, Robert Ulrich, said the patients with the view of trees tolerated pain better and even recovered quicker and spent less time in the hospital. The relief from stress and mental fatigue that we gain when we spend time in nature not only impacts our physical health, but also our well-being. Exercising in a natural environment can boost your mood and self-esteem, and also reduce symptoms of depression, much more than exercising indoors. Yet you can also get these benefits by just looking at a view of nature. As you can see in this picture, all these offices are viewing a nice city, and that is said to have workers with views like that are said to have greater job satisfaction, lower levels of stress, with people with no views of trees or nature. Until recently, the public health community has focused mainly on the downsides of nature in cities. For example, the mosquitoes that carry disease or the pollen that causes allergies. But we know that nature can make our environment so much healthier. Trees and shrubs filter the pollutants out of the air that we breathe. Vegetation will absorb heat, providing an inexpensive way to regulate the temperature and prevent heat-related illnesses and deaths in hot climate cities. But these are just two examples of the countless ways that nature benefits us and the things that they can provide. In conclusion, unfortunately, our planet is in danger. Many species of ants and plantimals are nearing extinction, and more beautiful landscapes and open spaces are disappearing as new buildings and factories are being built. There are many steps we can take in order to preserve our planet, which does nothing but give to us, such as reforming our education system, teaching the next generation more about our need for conversation, putting laws in place to defer from harming the environment, And even taking small steps is planting a tree. I don't know about you guys, but I do not want to imagine a life without nature in it. Thank you for listening.